Can you start investing with no money? I'm Tim Diesel. I'm a commercial real estate consultant, and I'm going to talk to you guys today about a question that I get all the time, and I've been getting it a lot more recently. And the answer to this question is yes, you absolutely can. I can actually go out there today, put some deals together, and not put a single penny out of my pocket. And there is a caveat to that, though. Let me explain how that happens. Now, if you're a rookie investor, get that out of your head. That's just not that's not a possibility. There's a couple things to every deal, okay? Now, the first thing is time. Who has the time to work on this deal? So let's say there's 3 partners. One of the partners has to manage the property, make sure all the bills are paid, rents are collected, whatever it is. The second piece of the deal is money. Someone's got to have the money. Someone needs to have the juice to put this together, right? There's money in every deal. Just because I explained to you I've done a deal with no money down, it just means it wasn't my money. It doesn't mean the money never came in. It just means that I've worked it out some creative way. And the third piece is knowledge, expertise, education. Do you know what you're doing? The most important thing is really to have the knowledge. And I'll tell you why that is. If you have a whole bunch of money and you don't know how to put a deal together, there's only so much you can do, right? You've got to find someone else who knows what they're doing. You don't want to gamble and hope you can figure this out listening to some course and maybe some guy can get you to the finish line. That's not the way to do business. If you have a whole lot of time on your hands and you can do all kinds of things, but you don't have any money, you don't know how to do it, you're kind of also in limbo there, because what are you going to do? You got to find someone who can get you a deal. Now, if you have the knowledge and the know-how, how to find a deal, orchestrate it perfectly, and create value for investors or whoever, even by yourself, that's how you can do deals with no money. And the more you practice, study, understand what's happening, this is where you could really shine and we could really change your life instantly. Now, there's a big difference between thinking you know what you're talking about and you've never done a deal, and you're one of those guys that sends me comments on my videos and you're telling me, oh, this is what this is and this is what that is. No, I'm talking about actually doing a deal. Once you do a couple of deals and you actually have the know-how, you can understand financing and you can understand the structure of management and all things like that. When you take that to an investor, they know you know what you're talking about. They know you've accounted for just about everything. Now listen, nothing is foolproof. We all know there's things that can go wrong in every deal. But if you have the knowledge to put a couple of players who have cash and you can work with them, they're going to feel more comfortable. Now, here's the funny thing is, once investors make money, they stick around for a while because they like that, however you're paying them, the cash flow or the big payout, whatever it is, they like that. Or even if you give them a piece of the deal, equity structure. And what I'll do is I'll make another video down the road and I'll give you guys some creative ways that I bring on partners for different deals. And it could be a big advantage for you. Now, you have to find someone with time to do all this stuff, unless it's you. So if you have the knowledge and you have the time, well, getting the money is easy. That's actually I actually believe the money is the easiest part of this whole thing. Everybody has money. They don't even know what to do with it sometimes. But they're nervous, timid, they're a little scared. They don't want to just give you the money. So some people have a couple $100,000 laying around. That's no problem. But why would they give it to you? You haven't done a deal yet. You're kind of a risky bet. Well, if you've done a deal, 2 or 3 or whatever, you're in that level or you're in that field where you know what you're talking about now. Hey guys, this is my first rodeo. Like I know how to get you to the finish line. So the main thing I want you to get from this video, you absolutely can do deals without a penny out of your pocket. But you got to know, you got to understand them, you got to study and really brush up on it. Because unfortunately, in the very beginning, and most people don't tell you this, if you lose money on your first deal, it's very, very hard to get those investors. Very, very. I mean, I don't want to say impossible because I've seen it saved a couple of times, but it's like that whole fool me once rule, right? But the flip side, if you succeed, they're going to go all in. They're going to even go more. So be very careful with that. So the first thing I would say is brush up on everything you can, really understand it. If that's your goal, that's what you want to do. If you have some cash and you don't want to do it, that's fine too. It's just look at it that way. So there's three parts of every deal. Someone's got to have the time to do everything, right? The management, all that stuff. Someone's got to have the cash. Someone's got to have the money to pay these things, right? The inspections, all this other stuff, costs. But someone's got to have the knowledge. You want to be the guy that knows how to do everything. You can facilitate everything, and that's where your goal is. And that's kind of how you get that done. If you have any questions on anything, please let me know. Subscribe to this channel if you want. And if you have anything else I can help you with, please let me know.